Hey guys, my name is Jimmy.
And I'm Lola.
And welcome to LB's Season 2 of a returning podcast called Inside Elbi.
So Inside Elbi is a podcast started in the pandemic. You can watch our full episodes on Spotify and YouTube.
Alright, so for this episode, we'll be talking about how distance makes the heart grow fonder. Tama ba, Lola?
Yes, and we will be closing the distance in a bus.
Wow, ang ganda ng bus dito. Rinig na rinig yung bus. And hindi nga magiging possible ang pagdating namin sa bus without the following sponsors. So this podcast is sponsored by Easy Bus PH, Travel Easy.
And we would like to also thank BLTB Co. PH.
You can book your UPD, UPLB trips and vice versa at www.deltv.ph. It's powered by EasyBus PH. You also don't have to line up anymore. It's so convenient to book your tickets online.
They also have other trips in store, so Albay and Bicol. You can also check it out on the same website, www.dltv.ph.
Alam mo, since we're on the topic of distances, no, merong song na on repeat talaga sa utak ko. Ewan ko alam mo siya very well known yung title. It's called LDR by Drive of Daydreams.
Ay, naku, parang masakit na yung kanta.
Bakit naman, Lola?
Kasi nga, diba, distance. And distance usually means that we can either try or we can give up on it.
Oh, parang may pinaghuhugutan ka doon, ano? LDR as a concept kasi talaga is very hard. Speaking of distances, where you can't see each other, where you have to talk via Messenger, IG,
Mga video call.
TikToks, na baka nagsistreak kayo dyan, sending of streaks, di ba? Mahirap yung ganun na hindi kayo nakikita face to face. Yun yung pinaka-issue no, ng LDR na parang malayo kayo. How do you think kaya ma-resolve yung mga ganun?
Well, the biggest issue, of course, either the distance and the communication is the efforts that you're willing to take for the other person. Syempre tayo, as LB students, it's now easier that we have UPLB and UPT buses.
Tama. Alam mo, may certain lyrics doon sa song eh. Hindi ko na siya kakantahin kasi baka mainis yung mga listener, yung mga nakikinig sa atin. Magkalayo man tayo, ay kakayanin natin ito. And sobrang it resonates, especially for this episode, kung paano tinatawid tayo ng DLTV from UPLB all the way down the south from Laguna back to NCR's middle hub, UP Diliman. And grabe no, talagang despite that distance, we're here to figure out ba talaga ano nga ba yung mga differences no sa UPD and UPLB. Disclaimer lang, we asked some of our UPD friends about certain myths, certain topics, superstitions even, na we're trying to figure out baka pares lang din pala talaga ang UPLB and UPD.
Yes, and the very first one that I noticed, now na papunta na tayo sa Diliman, is of course the urban and rural differences.
Oo.
Strict siguro sa LB, sobrang dami nating puno, parang probinsya talaga. Although sa Diliman, marami pa rin. It's really a city vibe compared to LB.
Oo, yung dito sa UPLB, maliban sa sabi nga nung mga sikat na interview noon, ambience pa lang, wow. It's very walkable here sa UPLB eh. Like, there are, marami namang kotse, pero it's not sobrang dami as compared sa NCR. You have comfort no knowing na pagtatawid ka sa mga streets inside the campus ay wala namang sasagasa sa iyo na kotse.
Yes, and marami sa kanila ay hindi na natin kailangan lumabas pang Los Baños. We have a lot of establishments there. We have a lot of people to go to compared to Diliman, where the first thing that you notice when you go out of the campus is buildings and malls nearby.
Buildings and malls. Dito sa LB, if I'm not mistaken, ang pinakamalapit na mall lang na meron sa campus is Centro Mall. And wala siyang sinihan, guys. Meron siyang Gongcha, meron siyang appliances stores, there's a Save More supermarket. As compared sa UPD, I think there's already, syempre, UPTC, UP Town Center. So, it's literal tatawid ka lang and then meron na siyang sinihan, meron siyang tons of restaurants. May Toy Kingdom din doon actually. Baka
Wala tayong time zone, by the way.
Wala kaming time zone dito sa UPLB, guys. Pero
Nagpapatintero lang kami.
magbabasketball lang din kami ganyan or kung ano man. So, meron ng huge difference doon no sa setting ng between the two campuses. Ano pa ba kayang ibang napapansin mo other than the buildings?
Other than the buildings, siguro, of course, what ties people together? Food.
Food, yeah.
Food, of course. In Los Baños, well, there's a lot of establishments. Yung mga karinderya natin na lagi nating sinusuportahan. Ever since nagawa ang UPLB, meron pa rin nandun na mga establishments. And siguro sa Diliman, parang nanonotice ko na mas madaming commercialized na kainan. Siguro yung mga takoyaki, yung mga burger, ganyan. Although meron pa rin kami.
There's a lot of branded famous restaurants or fast food restaurants then found in UP Diliman. Of course, sa UPLB, hindi naman kami sobrang layo sa sa city. Meron din naman kaming McDo, meron din kaming Jollibee.
May ramen pa rin
May
kami.
ramen din naman kami sa UPLB. Pero comparing the prices no of these foods between UPLB and UPD, sa UPLB parang ang prices ng ramen is around 150 to 180 pesos.
Yes. Mahal na sa atin ang 200 plus
Oo.
na pagkain. Bilang mga dormer.
Yeah, sa UPD, ang alam ko yung mga murang kainan doon and personally, I've tried going to places inside the campus and talaga siyang nire-recommend ng mga UPD friends ko, which is yung sa place ng A2, Area 2. Ang daming mga masasarap na kainan din doon. And for very affordable prices din. So it's nice to know na for a university that's known to catering, especially the marginalized din, ay meron silang ways no para affordable yung mga kainan nila for all people.
At meron din silang sinusuportahan. Gaya natin, yung syempre yung mga
Yes.
karinderya na kilala
Oo.
natin. Meron rin silang sinusuportahan.
And yung pagdating dun sa suportahan no, dito meron ako kilala sa may where I stay, there's this one person. She's very nice. She sells fruit shakes. She sells
of course.
seashells. Charis. Nagbebenta siya ng mga gulay at sobrang dami pa. Si Ate Nancy, and it's really a point of building community, building trust within UPLB na nakikilala mo lahat ng mga nagtitinda kahit sa labas ng campus.
Actually, sa Parisan, katabi namin, suki na rin ako doon. Thank you po so much. And for sure, yung mga nasa Diliman rin, of course, yung kay Mang Larry, sobrang
Yes.
famous, kilalang-kilala na sila. At nadadaan rin to sa both campuses na madami pala tayong similarities despite the distance.
Oo, yung mga long time restaurants before sa UPD, nalala ko dinala ako ng tatay ko doon eh. Muwang na ako noon, pero hindi ko na maalala masyado. Kumain kami sa shopping center before at yung unang branch nga daw ng Rodix. As in, hindi pa, if you're familiar with Rodix,
Yeah,
yung Rodix
tapa.
ngayon, may maganda na yung logo niya. Pero noon, para talaga siyang karinderya pa noon. And sobrang nakakatuwa na nag-level up siya. Nakita mo yung growth niya alongside with the community of UP Diliman. And then meron na siyang sarili niyang lugar din near sa area
Sa
to rin.
Diliman.
Sa Diliman.
Feel ko marami na rin naman tayong nakikita dito sa LB na nag-iiba-iba yung mga establishments natin and buildings and of course yung mga estudyante natin.
Oo. And the way na to find out how the landscape of both campuses have changed, merong mga jeep na umiikot sa both campuses. For UPLB, meron kami yung kaliwa kanan and then minsan yung forestry trees yung pagpupunta kayo pataas daw, ganon. And recently then meron din silang mga bagong jeeps na e-jeeps sila.
E-jeep.
Oo, very very small e-jeeps, very compact sila and they go to Jubileeville and then sa may UP Rural High School.
Although I haven't seen any of those jeeps actually.
Very sila actually, sobrang tahimik na lang na jeep. And,
Kaya di ko naririnig.
Oo, hindi mo na naririnig. Nagugulat ka na lang na parang, uy, may dumaan pala. Sa UPD, alam ko meron din silang jeeps na literal ang pangalan ay Ikot and Toki. Wow, Toki. Like, bakit kaya Toki?
Hindi ko rin alam actually at never pa ako nakakasakay ng jeep sa Diliman.
Actually, feel ko, sabi sa akin ng friend ko, nung tinanong ko, bakit nga ba Toki? Sabi daw nila, kaya daw siya baliktad ng ikot. Dahil lang, baliktad lang yung route niya. It's just going the other way around. So parang, ang smart nyo dyan like, comment sa mga UPD jeepney
Sobrang
drivers.
smart tayo kaliwa kanan.
Oh, kami kaliwa kanan, sila
ikot-talkie.
ikot-talkie. Tapos at least kami, meron kaming taas, di ba?
Oo.
Buti na lang walang pababa kasi nakakatakot na yun.
Saan kaya mapupunta kung pababa?
So ayun, ang maganda naman I think for both campuses ay, di ba, we've talked about community building kung saan solid tayo sa mga people around us, nagbebenta ng fruits, parisan, etc. Doon naman sa usapin ng mga jeepney drivers, we're always
Yes.
there for them. Kasi syempre, sila, tayong estudyante for both campuses, ang pangunahing mga, sinasakay nila at hinahatid sa mga destinasyon.
At marami na rin tayong nakakausap na jeepney drivers, especially nung time na gustong i-push talaga ng campus ang modernization. Madami na tayong nakakausap na driver kung ano ba yung kalagayan nila. And mabuti na lang na nakakausap natin sila dahil tayo rin talaga yung nagpo-push for these calls and these action na syempre ayaw naman natin to. Makaka convenient to for the both of us. Hindi lang yung drivers, syempre. And may naalala akong story nung UAAP
Yeah.
UAAP season, sa Diliman pa lang, may iilan na basketball teams na sumusuporta pala sa ikot jeeps. So, pag
Wow.
may nanalong team, alam ko may isang basketball player na nagdo-donate ng kanyang fundings to the jeepney drivers.
Ang galing.
So very supportive talaga ang community ng students and ng jeepney drivers alike.
Ika nga ay walang iwanan talaga dito sa UP campuses. For UPLB, baka kilala din to ng mga kapwa nating estudyante, si Kuya Rolly. Siya ang presidente sa kanilang union ng mga jeepney drivers sa UPLB. At talagang nakakausap ko siya and very supportive siya sa mga kagustuhan ng mga estudyante. Talagang supportive din siya. Kunwari, meron yung iba, may ganapang orgs nila. Pwede nyo i-contact si Kuya Rolly para maihatid ang mga orgs na yun sa mga ganap nila. And speaking of org ganaps, very buhay na buhay, very alive ang org cultures, I'm assuming in LB, pati na rin sa UP Diliman.
Feel ko yung biggest difference na nakikita ko sa UP campuses and other schools is that our process is really long. For some reason, month-long processes for just to get into an org. Is that normal?
I think that's normal. I think for anything naman na pinapasukan mo, like meron tiyaga na binibigay kasi sobrang worth it siya dahil every time na pagkatapos ng mga ganon, lagi nagkakaroon ng inuman, 'di ba? Sobrang ganda na how kung magkaiba man tayo ng mga degree programs, ang nagbi-build sa atin yung trust, what makes us grow stronger together ay inuman. Pala.
Grabe, sobrang galing ng mga UP students.
Sobrang lasing, 'di ba? Sobrang nakakatuwa rin kasi for us UPLB students, kilala ang UPLB sa pagkakaroon ng mga inom culture, like lahat daw ng pag sinabing, sige, inuman, sino pinakamatibay? Ito. LB kasi taga LB yan, sobrang tibay. Paano kaya sa UPD?
Sa UPD, ang nanonotice ko talaga ay ang drinks na iniinom nila. Alam ko hard drinks ang mga Diliman. So sorry syempre na nakausap na namin ang aming Diliman friends and hard drinks talaga compared sa LB na puro mixed drinks tayo. Parang ang asim pala dito sa LB.
Dito kasi sa LB, sobrang affordable na mga mixed drinks. Pero alam ko, yun napapansin ko sa mga LB, bumibili sila ng hard. Ako, personally, ang favorite ko, kulay pink yan Lason daw yan para sa iba, pero hindi ko napabanggitin kasi yung iba, narinig lang yung pangalan, nagkakaroon na sila nagre-relapse sila Favorite ko yun. Pero alam mo yung sobrang tindi sa atin, yung mixed drinks natin, pinapang-chaser natin sa mga hard drinks na yun. And nung naririnig yun ng mga UPD friends ko, kasi sinasabi nila, uy, Jimmy, kami, hard drinks kami, sa may pop-up kami, sa Walrus, sa Langkoy. Tapos, kami hanggang 4 a.m., tapos lasing na lasing kami. Tapos kami, anong oras kayo sa UPLB? Ako, personally,
1 a.m.
1 a.m., 2 a.m. So sila, halang aga. Tapos malalaman nila gaano pala karami ininom natin. Tapos sila, okay pa ba kayo? Like, puro inom lang ba ginagawa nyo?
Grabe, if you stay in LB for a night, lahat ng mga estudyante nasa street, sumusuka o kung ano-ano man, hindi na makabalik ng kanilang mga dorm.
Pero alam mo, ang nakakatuwa is pag meron kang 7:30 or 7 a.m. class, makikita mo sa katabi mo, uy, Di ba magkasama lang tayo sa inuman kagabi? Bakit bakit parang walang nangyari sa'yo? Bakit parang
Parang okay pa siya.
parang okay pa siya?
Actually, ganun na rin ako eh. Siyempre,
Wow.
bilang mga UP student, kailangan magaling uminom, magaling rin mag-aral. And for sure sa Diliman, ganun rin yun. Mainom sa gabi, the next day, estudyante uli.
So yung mga bondings na yan no, sa inuman, sobrang buhay na buhay siya for both campuses. Sadya, kunwari sa UPLB kami, dahil malapit lang sa dorms, nakapambahay lang kami.
Nakachinelas.
Nakachinelas. Personally ako, ganun ako. Sa UPD, ano yan eh, nakaporma talaga sila. Like, nakikita ko rin sa stories ng UPD friends ko, talagang,
Naka-denim jeans.
wow, sabi ko, wow, grabe. Thursday night, tapos nakaporma sila, na para bang, wow.
Para makaalis.
Para baka alis na alis talaga sila. And kudos sa kanila, like, ang galing. May time sila makapagayos. Ako hindi.
Aminado, actually ako rin. Sana magka-inuman tayo once. Let's bridge this connection through inum. Parang mali.
Pwede naman siya. Like, buti na nga lang nabibridge yung distance na yun. Kasi apparently, nasa bus kami and we're already like halfway through SLEX. Onti na lang malapit na kami sa UPD. And it's only been like, what, 20 minutes? Grabe, sobrang bilis. Balik nga tayo sa org culture kasi meron meron akong pinaka nagugustuhan sa UPLB and marami akong kilala na talagang tinitake advantage yung etong ini-introduce ng mga orgs. And ito yung mga free dinner.
Suki ako dyan.
Ikaw pala yun.
Kaya pala napopost tayo na wag mag-free dinner kung di sasali.
So if hindi aware ang iba, orgs have something called an open orientation wherein they invite interested students who want to know more about their orgs and they offer free dinners. So for one night, you just listen to an org kung ano mang ginagawa nila. Malay mo, interested ka doon. Tapos sobrang swerte mo pa kasi may chance ka pang makakain ng libreng pagkain.
And I think a lot of people or a lot of students really like this since they get to meet students from other degree programs as well. So di sila nakakulong sa sarili nilang colleges and degree programs.
Oo. And I'm sure ganun din sa UPD. I've seen yung mga DP Blast ng mga UPD friends ko. Meron silang open orientation. Tapos meron din nakasulat na free dinner. And ang nakakatawa sa free dinner nila, mas wow yung free dinner nila kesa sa
Ano ba
atin.
yung atin?
Sorry po kami ay pork steak with rice.
Pero sobrang sarap.
Pero masarap talaga.
Siyempre.
Walang mga pagkain sa LB na hindi pumapalya. Sobrang 50 pesos busog ka na and sobrang sarap pa.
50 pesos minsan may sabaw pa yun.
Oo, 'di ba? Ang daming freebies. Pwede din libreng kubyertos, libreng plates, spoon and forks. Wag naman sana ibalik po natin.
Now that you mentioned yung friends mo na nagdi-DP Blast online, feel ko marami rin tayong DP Blast, but I feel like we're more we're more chronically online in some ways.
Oo, ang daming nagte-trending na posts from UP students, pero specifically mas sa UPLB students ang mga nagte-trending na posts.
Yung mga nangaaway na UPLB students, lagi yung nagte-trending for some reason. Hindi siya nabibitawan each year yung mga freshies. Parang binabalikan nila yung mga away-away natin.
Oo, yung mga favorite ko moments ay, ewan ko naalala niyo yun, at kung active pa ba kayo sa X, formerly known as Twitter, ang awkward pa rin sabihin, na meron yung maduming apartment.
Oh my God! Parang, I saw that as incoming freshie pa lang. And sobrang nagulat ako na, grabe, ganito pala sa LB. Parang magdiliman na lang kaya uli ako.
Wow!
Ay, uli.
Oh, yeah.
Para nakapasok.
Actually, ihahatid ka na namin doon, tapos uuwi na kami.
Hindi na ako babalik.
Hindi ka na babalik. So, ang daming mga moments sa UP students na nagte-trending talaga sila online. And we have to think as well for these certain pages for making it relevant and then archive siya digitally, such as our very own UPLB and UPD Freedom Walls.
Ay, nako, suki ako dyan. Every day, I check these Freedom Wall posts. And for some reason, we also discuss this in class.
Bakit sa class?
Parang our profs as well really like to pinpoint what these students talk about, especially if it's between UP campuses like UPLB and UPD discussions, yung mga nag-aaway-away, favorite to ng mga prof.
Oo, speaking of away-away, meron din yung isang page, yung Wawaw Memes for UP Teens, na kung saan annually, meron silang the great big UP tournament kung
Sobrang
saan
serious neto,
sobrang
ah.
serious ito, like lahat ng mga UP students sa buong mundo, ayan, mundo na, sa labas na rin ng Earth ay nakikipagsapalaran sa pamamaraan ng Reacts War. Paramihan sila ng like or hearts or care reacts para malaman kung sinong campus ang mas angat. And ipagmamayabang ko to, no, Lola, na ang UPLB ang 5 consecutive time UP champion dito sa buong mundo. At lagi for sure nananalo ang UPLB. At baka maitanong ng listeners, asan po ang UPD? Gusto niyo po ba talaga malaman?
Sorry. Hindi na namin
Hindi na namin i-disclose.
yung posisyon nila.
Oo, nalulungkot kami para sa kanila,
Oo.
pero alam namin na pinaghirapan din naman nila yon. So, ganun katindi ang pagiging chronically online ng mga UP students. Mapa Diliman ka man, LB or Visayas, kung saan mang campus ka. And speaking of kung saan mang campus, alam mo ba na this coming April ay parang meron silang special event, ang UP Diliman?
Well, speaking of, I have seen these posts. Syempre, ang dami-daming posts about their event. And
Yeah.
this is their Feb Fair. Ay, April.
UP Fair!
UP
Yung
Fair
UP
na niya
Fair,
yun.
oo.
Kasi dati, nagsasabay ang UPLB and UP campus, UP Diliman campuses sa kanilang Feb Fair.
Oo. So for context, sa UPLB it's literally called Feb Fair kasi sa February siya ginaganap. And then ang UP Fair, I think it's smart on them na UP Fair 'yon. So pwede nga siyang maganap other than
Any
February.
other month.
Just like this coming April, no. This coming April na yung kanilang Feb Fair, and para lang malaman ng iba, a typical fair, merong rides, merong mga may mga kainan, and then
But how
merong
is it different from UP fairs and other school fairs, gaya nga ng mga high school fairs natin, yung mga perya in general?
Ay, sobrang overpriced nung sa high school fairs namin. Hindi ko alam kung bakit. Like, bibili lang ako ng manok tos 200 pesos. Parang hello po.
Shawarma nila mahal rin.
Oo, shawarma nila mahal. Pero dito sa UP fairs, mas mura. And then yung artists, mas maraming artists. For UPLB specifically, wala siyang entrance fee. There are 5 days
course.
where you can go inside for free, and then there's a lot of artists. And for UPD, ticketed siya. May prices ang kanilang UP Fair tickets.
Kaya rin mas marami ang kanilang mga artists. I noticed that as well. Like, they really bank on a lot more artists while we have more artists rin. Pero mas marami rin tayong speakers since in the first place, UP Fair is a protest fair for all campuses at least.
Grabe, no? Pati din pala sa pamamaraan ng fair ay magkakaiba din. Doon nga yung sa chronically online din natin. Magkakaiba din tayo ng takes for pagiging chronically online sa Freedom Malls na mention nila na may mga AU, ang mga UPD and UPLB na kung saan may nag-LDR daw ang UPLB and UPD. So, ang daming differences, no? Pero despite these differences, ang dami rin nating similarities.
Ang dami, actually right now, ngayon ko palang nanonotice na ang dami palang similarities ng both campuses, and kahit na magkakaiba tayo, at the end of the day, we're still both UP students.
Yeah, we're
Campuses.
all UP students, diba? And it's very nice and heartwarming to see initiatives from companies like DLTB ko na kung saan they provided a one-way bus, no, from UPD straight to UPLB and vice versa, wherein students or even kagaya ng mga na-interview natin kanina, working people can have a chance to experience both sides of UP campuses, both LB and Diliman. It's really nice na parang yun nga, dun nga sa song natin kanina, magkalayo man tayo, kakayanin natin ito. Both can be said for both UPLB and UPD people. We're going to go right now. We're going to go to UPD. We're gonna find out if really these things are true, and then we're gonna embrace it. We're gonna embrace the distance, embrace the similarities and differences, kasi we are all under one UP community.
So, later on, I think nabanggit mo na yung mga AU natin. We're going to react to some of these posts from the UPLB and UP Diliman Freedom Walls.
Yes. Okay, now we'll be reacting, no, to some of these viral posts na we found online. Doon nga sa mga very credible sources namin sa mga kanya-kanyang mga Freedom Wall pages. Let's start with the first one. Ikaw ba, Lola? Gusto mong basahin to?
Okay, our first very credible source, UP Los Baños Freedom Wall. ang ating Freedom Wall entry 3513. Babasahin ko Guys, tips paano mag-work UPLB x UPD.
Wow. Ayan na, right off the bat, LDR.
LDR.
Love, ano to mala Romeo and Juliet ba? Hindi naman.
Hindi naman tayo magkakaaway.
Oo, hindi naman magkakaaway. Pero ano bang thoughts mo doon, Lola?
Well, try natin. Hindi. I mean, mas madali na, mas malapit na tayo, di ba?
Literally one ride away. So mali mo, no? Baka nga gumana. I know some people na magjowa sila and then UPD, UPLB and thankfully ay gumagana sila pa rin. So balitaan ko kayo, pwede nyo akong i-reach out sa PM para lang makichismis kung sila pa rin. Pero so far it works. It really works, no? Ang dami na lang nahanap na similarities with each other.
Kaya nga nang sinabi natin kanina, ang daming similarities and differences between both campuses. But it will work, guys. Kung mag-effort kayo.
Gusto nyo mag-work, di ba?
Gusto nyo talaga.
parang dinadamdam mo na.
Hindi talaga.
Doon tayo sa next entry from UPLB Freedom Wall once again. And it's entry number 2135 and isa siyang AU format. So tatry ko siyang basahin ng multiple characters. Thankfully UPD and UPLB lang siya. So
wait, sino yung mauunang character?
Si UPD muna.
Okay.
So UPD says, "Nag-Kyusi ka pala?" Tapos sabi ni UPLB, "Yeah, kapag may iniisip, why?" Sabi ni UPD, "Wala naman." UPLB says, "You hate it?" Sabi ni UPD, "Bakit? Kapag sinabi ko bang oo, ititigil mo?" And then, sabi ni UPLB, "That's hard." Sabi ni UPD, "See?" Tapos sabi ni UPLB, "But I will." Taray! Yun yung...
But I will.
I will! Grabe, titigil siya mag-yosi para kay UPD.
Parang mama lang
Ay, mama Nino, mama mo, Charis. Grabe, so yun yung magandang na sinasabi nga, putting in the effort to make the relationship work. So hindi lang siya natatagpuan sa totoong relationships, pati rin pala sa mga AU. Grabe, kinilig ako kila UPD and UPLB. Parang, sana all.
Kung meron pa kayong mga AU, just send it our way. Mali.
Parang mali. Babasahin namin para sa iyo.
Babasahin pa niya all the AUs.
Sige. Ito hindi na to AU. Medyo, ito naman from the side of UP Diliman Freedom Hall. Ikaw, gusto mo ba tong basahin or...
Parang pwedeng i-post na lang namin. Ito yung UP Diliman Freedom Wall, entry 23000.
Wow, ang dami.
Ito yung super nag-viral actually.
Okay.
Kasi nag-away-away nga ang both campuses, UPLB and UP.
Oh no, ano ba nangyari?
Okay. Will I read it all?
Sige.
Almost all UPLB students I know brag about their campus too much. But it's students always just to make up for the fact that they're good but not good enough to qualify for Diliman. Even UPLB orgs are so keen on beating their counterpart Diliman orgs.
Wow, parang... grabe, where's the hate coming from, guys? Akala ko this is all about love.
Diba? Alam ko LDR tayo, biglang ginagad mo ko.
Saan pa ba nanggaling yung mga AU na yon na I will stop smoking cigarettes for UPD, sabi ni UPLB. Grabe. So, alam ko naman hindi naman to representative of everyone sa UP Diliman. Kasi we have UPD friends and never naman kami sinabihan ng... Di naman kami binash ng mga friends namin. Unless... wag naman sana. Hindi naman ako kami binabash privately. Pero, nakakalungkot, di ba, na merong mga ganitong views na kung saan minamaliit na porket taga isang campus ka and you're not from their campus. Hindi naman tayo ganun dito sa UP eh. We're all under one
UP system,
'di ba? And we all go through the same hardships, same love, same experiences, same budget cuts, 'di ba? Nakakalungkot. Danas natin ang pagiging UP student, mapadiliman ka man or Los Baños.
Kaya wag na tayo mag-away-away kasi guys, yan nakaka-cute.
Nata-turn off mo si Lola. Pero yun, despite the differences, I am sure we all have differences. We also have many similarities.
Yes.
And then it's only up to us whether we keep an open eye and then try to know more about our different campuses. And thanks to UPLB's and the P2P bus sponsored by
Easy Bus PH.
Easy Bus PH, and then syempre ng DLTB, nabibridge yung distance na to, nabibridge yung gap, and we really are very thankful for them kasi right now we've just exited the Skyway and we're already somehow near sa aming destination, UP Diliman.
And as we get near to UP Diliman, I feel like we've learned a lot about both campuses, UP Diliman and UPLB, and I hope moving forward in this trip, we get to experience and get to know each other a little bit more.
Oh, kayo naman, hop on the nearest UPLB bus kung nasan man kayo. There are both trips. You can find out more about the schedule on their websites at www.dltb.ph. Tapos na kayo and then find out more about each campuses.
This trip has always been easy, and maybe your relationship will too with the DLTV and Easy Bus trip.
Once again, this podcast wouldn't be possible without the following sponsors.
Easy Bus PH, Travel Easy.
And DLTV Co. So if you want to book more trips other than the UPD, UPLB trips, meron sila for Albay and Bicol all the way down to South. Just visit their website and you can book online then.
So skip the lines and travel easier.
Yes. Once again, habang papalapit na kami, we're just gonna snooze, we're gonna rest for a bit, sleep ulit kami, and we'll enjoy our trip to Diliman. Catch us, Kochi. Catch us again once we go back inside LB. Once again, this has been Jimmy.
And I'm Lola.
And we are from the UPLB Jocks, the premier media-based organization in UPLB.
See you on the next one.
Bye!